We can record transactions in Tally in two type of vouchers. Let's see. First, we create a company for voucher. I name that company as voucher. State West Bengal, and then just accept it. Now here in the transactions menu, under the gateway of Tally, we have two vouchers, accounting vouchers and inventory vouchers. In this video, we'll learn about accounting vouchers. Now, what is accounting voucher? Let's clear some basic idea. Now, what is voucher? Now, voucher is any type of event or any type of transaction which include any type of money value or non-money value, and which is registered. Registered in where? Registered in a page or in a media, which can be an electronic media or any other else, is called voucher. Now, what is accounting voucher? Now, we made transactions in our daily life. Now, those daily transactions which include some money value or which we can represent in some term of rupees or dollar or something else, as for example, purchase of some necessary items or sales of some items or payment to someone or receipt money from someone or cash deposited to bank or cash withdrawn from bank, etc. These transactions are recorded in the voucher called accounting voucher. So we can pass contra entries, that is cash deposited to bank or cash withdrawn from bank, payment entries, that is payment to someone or payment for something. Next, receipt entries, that is receipt from someone. Next, sales entries, we sell some goods or something else or purchase something. And we can pass journal entries. Now, contra, payment, receipt, sales, purchase, these are also can made from journal entries, but we can't make this from journal entries. So what we can make from journal entries? Now, purpose of journal entries are those entries which have not been passed through other type of entries. Means those entries which cannot be passed by contra entries or payment entries or receipt entries or sales entries or purchase entries, those entries we pass from journal entry. As for example, depreciation. Depreciation is not a payment item or receipt item or sale, nor purchase, nor a contra entry. So this entry we should pass from journal entries. Any other example? Provision for depreciation or provision for taxation or proposed dividend, etc. Now in Tally, we have some shortcut keys for this type of vouchers. What are they? They are first F4, function 4 for contra entry, function 5, F5 is for payment entry, F6, function 6 is for receipt entry, F7 for journal entry, F8 for sales entry, and F9 for purchase entry. Now we come on Tally screen. Here, by clicking the accounting voucher icon, we are directed to the page called payment. So this is the page for payment voucher. Now here we have to put the date of the voucher by pressing F2. I give a date here, say 1st April 2020, by giving some space or any other code. After this, we have to select here account. Now account means from where we want to pay, that is either from cash or from bank. Press spacebar for list of ledgers. Here we select cash. After this we have a box which is called particulars. Here we have to put the purpose of payment or to whom we are going to pay. Suppose we pay for electrical charges or electric bill for our company or house or something else or farm, etc. So we have to create account for this. Now we press a shortcut key for creating secondary ledger. Alt plus C. Now a page for secondary ledger creation is open to you. We put here name as electrical charges, which is under indirect expenses. Here we press Ctrl plus A, which is a shortcut key for accept a page immediately. Now electrical charges comes under the particulars column. Now in the amount column we put an amount, say 5,000, and then click enter and just accept the page. Now our first payment voucher will be completed. Now Tally directed us to the payment number 2. Now suppose we make some payment to the creditors. So as we know, first press F2 for date and we choose the date 2nd April 2020. Now account name, here we suppose payment made from bank. So click spacebar and here under the list of ledgers, here is no bank account. Now for creating bank account, we just press Alt plus C for shortcut creation of ledger and go to ledger creation secondary. Here we give a name, suppose State Bank of India, which is under bank account. Now we just accept it by Ctrl plus A. Here under the particulars column, we want to give a name of creditor because we want to pay amount to the creditors. So we have to create a creditors account by pressing Alt plus C, which is a shortcut key of ledger creation. And here we suppose name sundry creditors, that is Messrs Bros, which is under sundry creditors account. Here maintain balances by bill. We want this is yes, because we want payment against a bill. Now here we don't press Ctrl plus A for accept it, because if we press Ctrl plus A, then you can see that Tally directed us to the payment page immediately. Tally does not give us a chance to make some bill against Messrs Bros. So we have to edit it. For edit, select the account which you can edit, then press Ctrl plus Enter for edit. Now here we have to accept it by pressing Enter key. Here we have to put some opening balances so that we can make bill against him. Now we put some opening balance, something 30,000, which is a credit balance. Now as we press enter key, here a dialog box will open which is called bill wise details, in which you can put some bill details against Messrs Brothers. We put a date, say 31st January 2020. Under name we have to put bill number, say as it is a sundry creditor, so it is created from purchase, so we say purchase PUR001 is the bill number. We give a due date for 105 days and amount is for suppose 10,000. Then press enter, it is a credit balance, and press enter, it is directed to the next line because you have put a opening balance for 30,000 but you put bill against 10,000, so a balance of 20,000 is again required for a bill. So we put another bill for date, suppose 31st March 2020. Here I suppose bill number purchase 005, which is given for credit 200 days and the balance is 20,000. Now accept this page and accept the ledger. So our bill of Messrs Bros was created. Now we have to put some amount here which we can want to pay. Suppose 25,000. Then as we enter the page, a new page will open, that is bill wise details. Now Tally directed us to a page in which Tally want to know against which bill we want to pay. Now type of reference here is against reference, as we going to pay against some bill. So we select against reference. Now select the bill we want to pay, against which we want to pay. Suppose we pay against the first bill. So here 10,000 is allotted, but we have also some balances for 15,000. So we have to place another type of reference, suppose against reference for another bill. Now as we pay the first bill, the next first bill was automatically cleared from here, that is no pending bills here. Now we select second pending bill for 15,000, we pay. Now accept this page. Now fill some bank details as we want to pay from bank. Suppose I want to pay by check, then instrument number, that is check number, I suppose give a check number, and instrument date is that date, and accept it. Now this way we can pass payment voucher. Now we going to make some receipt entries. For this we have to press F6, or we have to select from the list seen to the right side of the screen, F6 receipt. Now the receipt voucher is open. Suppose a receipt voucher, suppose we received rupees 60,000 from a debtor in advance, not a bill. So we select account, say we received by cash. So we select account here, cash. If we received cash by bank, then we have to select bank. Now we have select cash. Now in the particulars column, we have to create sundry debtors. Press again Alt plus C for creating the secondary ledger. Now put here some name, suppose SK Jana, which is sundry debtors. Maintain balances bill by bill, yes, and then just accept it. Now put here some amount, suppose 60,000, and as we enter the amount and press the enter key, the tally directed us to the same page as bill wise details. Now SK Jana gives us some advance payment, so we select type of reference here, advance. Under name we create a advance bill for SK Jana, suppose advance 001, and advance has no due date, so we put nothing here, and amount is 60,000, and then accept it. Now a advance receipt from SK Jana is created. Now what we have made by voucher of payment voucher and receipt voucher, we can see it. From where, press escape twice and reach at the gateway of tally screen. Now here under reports menu, here the option is display. Select display, and under the display menu you see that here is a day book. Now if we select day book, a day book of my company is opened. Now we have to press here Alt plus F2 for period change. Now I put here 1st April 2020 to 31st March 2021. Now in 1 year, in one financial year, my payments and receipts, my all vouchers are seen here. Now for detailed, we press Alt plus F1, and here we can see in the date of 1st April 2020 we paid electrical charges for cash rupees 50,000 in the payment voucher. Next 2nd April we pay Mrs. Brothers by State Bank of India 25,000, and 2nd April 2020 we received cash against SK Jana. Now we make SK Jana as advance payment, so we select SK Jana and press enter key, and we can see here the voucher, which is SK Jana and receipt against advance, and advance bill number is here. Thus we can make payment and receipt entries or payment and receipt vouchers. Now we pass contra entry, that is cash deposited to bank or cash withdrawn from bank or amount transferred from one bank to another bank. For contra voucher, we go to accounting voucher. from accounting voucher, we press F4 for contra entry. If the payment voucher is opened, then press F4 or select contra from the list. Now a contra voucher page will open. If we want to change date, then press F2 and change date. Here under account, we have to put that name where the money going, and in the particulars column we have to put that name from where money is going. Now put an example. Cash deposited to bank. Now where money goes? Now money goes to the bank. So money is put in the account. And from where the money goes? That is business or cash. So we put cash on the particulars column. So in the account column, we put just bank name, that is suppose SBI, and in particulars column we put cash. Now put amount in the amount column, suppose 5,000, and press enter and then fill the bank details. Suppose State Bank of India, we deposited cash. Here demonetations. So this is the amount, note amount, and this is the amount, and here we have to put the number of notes. Suppose we put 2000 notes, 2000 notes, and 100 notes for 10. Now here the total is 5,000 and press enter, and then here is we put it this not applicable and then accept it. Now similarly, if we put another example, suppose cash withdrawn from bank. If we borrow or withdraw cash from bank, money goes to where? Money goes to us, or money goes to the business, or money goes to the cash. So cash or business is put in the account, and from where money goes? From bank. So bank is put in the particulars column. Thus we put account in account name cash and particulars State Bank of India, and put here amount, suppose 6,000. And how we can borrow the money? Suppose by check. Here's check number, I put it, and just accept it. Now we put another simple example. Suppose amount transferred from SBI Bank to HDFC. So where money goes? To the HDFC Bank. So HDFC in the account. From where the money goes? From SBI. So particulars column we put SBI. So in the account column we have to put HDFC, but HDFC is not created, so we press Alt plus C for creation. We put HDFC in the bank account and accept it. Now in the particulars column we put SBI, State Bank of India and put some amount, suppose 8,000, and fill the bank details. Suppose we transferred fund by e-fund transfer. Account number must be given here, and just as I put two bank details, two bank names, so here Tally want two bank details. So here we have to put two bank details and then accept the voucher. Now from the display menu and from day book, we can see the contra entries. First, cash to State Bank account, State Bank account to cash, and State Bank to HDFC. Thus we create contra voucher entries. Now we are going to pass journal entries from accounting voucher. From accounting voucher, if we are on the payment voucher, then press F7 or select journal from the list here. Now from journal entries we can pass depreciation entries or proposed dividend entries or provision for bad debt entries or something else that are not in the previous, not made in via previous vouchers. Suppose we are going to make depreciation. So for depreciation, journal is depreciation account debit to fixed assets account. So we debited here depreciation. We create a ledger for depreciation which is under indirect expenses. Accept it for 5,000 rupees, and then here credit suppose furniture. We have to create furniture account, furniture, which is under fixed assets, and accept it and accept the journal entry. Now suppose we have to make some provision for bad debt. So we have to create provision for bad debt ledger, Alt+C, then provision for bad debt, which is under indirect expenses, and it's provisions. It is indirect expenses, and then accept it. Now here put the amount of provision for bad debt, and credit is sundry debtors. Select here sundry debtors. Suppose I create here some sundry debtors. S Mishra, which is under sundry debtors. Maintain bill by bill, yes, and accept it, and 6,000. Okay, then I have not made a bill, so I just here put it new reference, and name is sale 002, and then accept it. Then we are going to prepare, suppose, proposed dividend. So we have to debit here PL, suppose 12,000, and then credit our proposed dividend. We have to create proposed dividend here, and it is under provisions account, which is under current liabilities, and accept it, 12,000. Now if we are going to the display menu, and from here day book, now we can see the three journals we have prepared: depreciation to furniture, provision for bad debt to S Mishra, and profit and loss account to proposed dividend. Now we are going to match them as per balance sheet or PL. Now depreciation is a PL, profit and loss item. So we are going to the reports from gateway of Tally. Then here select profit and loss and press Alt plus F1. Here depreciation is 5000 and provision for bad debt 6000 is come. Now we are going to see the balance sheet report. Now if we see the balance sheet in the Schedule 6 format, press Alt plus S. Now here in the ungrouped equity and liabilities, we can see proposed dividend, which we are going to transfer to the short-term provisions account, short-term provisions under current liabilities. So we have to select the proposed dividend. For select proposed dividend, press space bar and then click on the multi-classify or press Alt plus C. Then classification type is entire balance, classified under short-term provisions. So here we have to see first the short-term provisions. Here we are going to put it in the others. So from ungrouped, we again select proposed dividend and press Alt plus C. Classify type entire balance, classify under others, suppose unpaid dividends. We can put it here, or we can put it in the short-term provision for short-term provisions for employee benefits is here, and others. Short-term provisions for employee benefits. We have to find here from short-term provisions and then others. Let's find it. Now suppose I have missed it, so we can put it here. Suppose I can put it in the find it. Suppose we have to put here classify under other short term provisions and then select and then by escape, and here short term provisions, here others. We can see the proposed dividend of 12,000. Thus we can prepare journal from accounting voucher. Now to prepare purchase and sales, we have to first learn to create stock items and stock categories. So we can prepare these two journals, two vouchers, purchases and sales, in the next video. Thank you.